So good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for this momentous and historic occasion in which today we are going to honor and uplift the history of Bruce Lee in Oakland. Let's have a big day.
Nigga in charge. Come take a ride with me on the front seat tour as we explore the dark side of your imagination. On location, where you'll witness infamous cases. And even if the glove doesn't fit, we won't quit. Let's go back in time where legendary events unfolded. I'm coming from the West. I'll be on set, bringing you the best. City to city, I'm H&I Sizzy.
My name is Rebecca Kaplan, and I am honored to serve as the Oakland Council Member at Large, representing the entire city of Oakland, this vibrant, creative, diverse community of people who work together and live together and love together and build community and culture together. Oakland is a place from which innovation often springs. And one of the things we are honoring today is that innovation that Bruce Lee, along with James Lee, brought to and through Oakland and thus unto the entire world. Yeah. And we honor Bruce Lee's leadership in martial arts, in film, in changing cultural imagery at a time when the images of Asian Americans were largely negative, if portrayed at all. And Bruce Lee fought to change that successfully. And also what it means to build a small business, to build a following, to build community here in Oakland, together with people from all walks of life, and to uplift culture and community. And to share a bit of history about all this, our former mayor, Ron Dellums, practiced martial arts and was a follower of Bruce Lee. And in fact, it was Ron Dellums as mayor that originally started the process of saying we needed to put something here to mark this location where Bruce Lee and James Lee's studio was. And we have here the original sign. Thank you, Greg Lee, for bringing this. And then Ron Dellums left office and the project got dropped and got forgotten until one of our dedicated local historians, who also does amazing history walking tours of the cemetery, Michael Colbruno, told me about it. He was like, you know, there was this project to honor Bruce Lee in his original studio, and then it got forgotten and dropped, and he told me about it, and I said, let's finish it. We're not going to let that project get dropped. We're not going to let the amazing things and the amazing people who've built incredible opportunity and advancements in Oakland be neglected and forgotten. And so we honor Bruce Lee and his dedication and his commitment and the way he changed the world of martial arts and film, the way he changed the world of cross-racial collaboration, the way he built followers all over the world who to this day are inspired by what he taught and what he did, by renaming this intersection Bruce Lee Way. And so we also want to thank and appreciate Bruce Lee's family, who's joined us here today. His wife, daughter, and granddaughter, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for coming to be here. I also want to thank and appreciate another one of our dedicated mayors who's worked to advance Oakland, Mayor Jean Quan, who's with us today. Thank you. And so we will have a few speakers, and then at the end we will go gather at the corner at the sign to pull the rope And if we have trouble reaching the sign and pulling the rope, we have a ladder truck. Thank you to our firefighters. And so let me bring up to continue us through this process on my staff, who has put in a huge amount of work to pulling this all together, Michael Alvarenga. Thank you so much. Let's give Michael a big round of applause. And Anna and Kimberly on my staff, thank you. A lot of work that went into this. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing great. One more round of applause for Councilmember Rebecca Kaplan, everybody. Great, and now I'd like to welcome to the stage Deputy Mayor Mayfield.
Thank you, Michael. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am Dr. Kimberly Mayfield, Kimberly Mayfield, and I proudly serve this city as its deputy mayor. I am so excited to be here this morning for this ceremony. Thank you so much, Councilmember Kaplan and team, for extending the mayor's office an invitation to participate. And let's give Councilmember Kaplan another rousing applause for closing the deal on this. This has been in the works for 14 years, and you got it done. It is a fantastic day. It was started there. It's a great day to be an Oaklander. Bruce Lee Way ensures that the legacy and extensive cultural contributions Bruce Lee made to the Oakland community will never be forgotten. Today is another recognition of just how special a place Oakland really is. For 2 magnificent years of Bruce's life, he lived in Oakland. While here, he opened the Jung Fan Gung Fu Institute with James Yim Lee, wrote a book, and became a father. Many, many famous people trained under Lee, including Oakland born and raised Ronald V. Dellums, former congressman and Oakland mayor. The special energy of the city paved the way for Oakland-style street fighting and led to Bruce's distinctive martial art, Jeet Kune Do, which the world saw in his many, many movies. I feel a special connection to Mr. Lee because we are both November Sagittarians and we were both born in San Francisco. Although his time in Oakland was brief, he made a lasting impact, and we truly consider him to be one of our jewels. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Councilmember Carol Fife. Carol Fife, everybody.
You all appreciate the colors I'm wearing today. Well, I want to just give appreciation to the family for being here with us today. Thank you so much. It is awesome that Councilmember Kaplan made sure that the family was here to celebrate in this honor today. And I want to point out the statement that's written on this poster here, which says, "A goal is not always meant to be reached. It's often served simply as something to aim at." That means we have to aim at something. We have to do something. You know that's a theme in the United States right now. We got to do something. And Bruce Lee did something. I'm not going to get into my martial arts training that I got from armed combatives and people asking me, well, like, what sport do you love? Do you love baseball? I love martial arts. I love the training. I want to give a shout out to armed combatives for teaching me what I know in martial arts, and check them out on Instagram. But I want to recognize that as we rename this street in honor of Bruce Lee today, we also pay tribute to the values that he stood for. That is what martial arts does, but he was so unique, so different. And he was able to bring something forward that I fully stand for today, which is Black and Asian solidarity. It is an Oakland value. It is a value that I hold in my life, and I see some of my family members out here today that I partner with on the issues that we still struggle with in this country. And it's so critical that we continue that level of unity at a time where so many people are divided and polarized. And I want to honor the fact that he celebrated resiliency, equality, and breaking down boundaries. His Oakland school was a place where individuals of all races, genders, and backgrounds could train together and learn from one another. And we need that deeply right now in 2024. Today, Oakland continues to be a city that champions diversity, creativity, and pushing beyond limits. Bruce Lee's spirit, which once walked these streets, remains deeply embedded in our city ethos, and I'm deeply grateful and honored to be here with all of you all today. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Fife. And now coming on behalf of Assembly Member Mia Bonta, we have Rowena Brown.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rowena Brown, District Director for State Assembly Member Mia Bonta, and we're really honored to be here today for this celebration. As we are honoring, the unveiling of Bruce Lee Way, we honor someone who, through his values, work ethic, inclusive nature, created amazing cultural opportunities right here in the town. Someone who promoted health and discipline in all aspects, and someone who truly uplifted the AAPI community, not just in this city, but nationwide. Truly, Bruce Lee is someone who embodies the values our communities strive to emulate day in and day out. And kind of what was mentioned already, that people from all backgrounds had the opportunity to train at the studio, from actor Steve McQueen to NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And one of the things that I was sharing with a few folks here was, I remember growing up in my dad's office, he had this Bruce Lee poster, and I remember walking by it, literally every day. And my dad was someone, although he is not here with us anymore, he was someone who really honored and loved Bruce Lee. And so this is, I feel like it's such a full circle moment to be here speaking at this unveiling. So thank you so much for having me, and let's celebrate this loving memory of Bruce Lee.
Of District 1's Oakland City Council Office, Dan Cobb, we have Matthew Molson.
Thank you, Michael. Today is an incredibly exciting day for the City of Oakland, as well as Council District 1, which we are in right now. I want to thank Councilmember Kaplan and the at-large office for pushing this initiative forward after 14 long years to name the street in honor of Bruce Lee. I'd also like to thank the families of Bruce Lee and James Yimley, who are here with us today, who have allowed us to rename this street in honor of their legacies here in Oakland. Bruce was a man whose impact transcended the boundaries of martial arts, film, and philosophy. Born in 1940 in San Francisco, Bruce faced immense challenges and transformed adversity into inspiration, becoming a symbol of strength and resiliency. Bruce dropped out of school in Washington to move to Oakland and open up this gym here in Oakland. In the mid-1960s, martial arts was not as popular as they are today, and it was a big risk he took to come here and open up this gym. 60 years later, I think we could all see Bruce Lee's impact on our culture, stemming from this gym and the others he opened at the same time. Children across the country routinely start in Taekwondo and other martial arts disciplines that have since flourished since Bruce Lee helped introduce them to the mainstream. Bruce's legacy lives on in the hearts of those who practice martial arts, in the film industry he transformed, and in anyone striving for self-improvement. In renaming this street, I hope everyone can remember the chance Bruce Lee took by choosing Oakland, and the incredible influences left on our society. With programs right now such as the Oakland Film Initiative, our new sports teams, the Ballers and the Roots, and the many incredibly restaurants and small businesses who have recently opened, let it be known that the dream that Bruce Lee chased and achieved here in Oakland is still alive and well. Thank you.
Great. And now coming up next on behalf of the Oakland Asian Cultural Center, we have Darren Murata.
Thank you very much for joining us. We are here at a very special Oakland location, especially if you're familiar with the martial arts. In 1964, legendary Bruce Lee and his partner Jimmy Yim Lee opened the studio, the Junfan Studio, not far from here, and it's right here in Oakland. And during that time, many significant things happened in his life. His son was born here. He did a famous demonstration in Long Beach to demonstrate the 1-inch punch, which shook the entire martial arts community and began a foray into American film and TV. My name is Darren Murata, and I represent the Oakland Asian Cultural Center. And it is my honor to serve on the board of directors and speak to you today. Bruce Lee valued cross-cultural exchange, understanding, collaboration, and justice. These values are so important to the OACC and the heart of our mission. While Bruce is best known as a martial artist and a movie star, he was also a writer, a philosopher, and a poet. He was a true artist. And if he were alive today, he would be teaching courses at the OACCC, or we would invite him to do a book signing of some sort, for sure, because he would have been just amazing in the community. OACC is located in downtown Chinatown, not far from here, and Bruce Lee was often seen in our neighborhood. I am not only here representing the OACC, but I'm also owe Bruce a great debt of gratitude. I watched his movies over and over again, and inspired by him, like so many in my generation, I too took up martial arts in my childhood. And what I didn't fare so well was the ceiling lamp in my bedroom, which I took out with my homemade nunchucks, because I was trying to be like him, and that was on me, and my mom wasn't too happy about that. But, so it goes. But representation matters, and seeing Bruce on the big screen and following his career stood out to me in so many ways. It showed me that you could be Asian and be a movie star and be a role model, and that a leading man, a hero, could be someone who looked like me. His philosophy about being water always stuck with me. I watched the interview over and over again, took it in, and it shaped my professional career as a designer and a strategist. It taught me about being adaptive, about being responsive, about being situationally aware, and these things helped me in my career in my lifetime, all the way up to now. I'm forever thankful. For Oakland, it means a great deal that Bruce had a studio here, and Jimmy, and that he taught everyone, as mentioned before, from women to Caucasians to African Americans. He had an open mandate, and he shattered the status quo. He fought for the right to do so, and it cemented him as a beacon of tolerance, race relations, and an indispensable part of the social fabric. He demonstrated that we have more in common than not, which is so important in this day and age, and to challenge antiquated societal norms. We are forever in his debt. Here today, we hope that when you see the sign, you will remember not only Bruce Lee, the great artist and martial artist and legacy, but also all that he helped create leading up to that point. And also remember all that followed him afterwards to help make a better world and to truly make a difference. And with that, I leave you with, be water, my friend.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. And from the Oakland Chinatown Improvement Council, please welcome to the stage, Stuart Chen.
Thanks, Mike. First, Rebecca, I don't know what to say. Thank you very, very much. You made a believer of Oakland. This is going to put Oakland on the map because of you. This is your legacy. Thank you very much. So guys, my name is Stuart Chen. I am the president of Oakland Chinatown Improvement Council. The council, the district, is 52 blocks. But today, it expands to Li Xiaolong Dantao, Bruce Lee Way. I am so happy and honored to be here. I usually don't prepare speech, but I want to make sure I capture everything. My business card is falling all over. Distinguished guests, Linda, Shannon, and the Lee family. Before I start on my speech, I would like to invite you and the Lee family to walk Chinatown. I know Bruce Lee went to Chinatown many times in his life. Our merchants, our residents will be very honored to have you. Okay. Distinguished guests and friends, today we gather here to witness the renaming of this street to Bruce Lee Way. Yeah. This is not only a tribute to a legendary figure, but also a celebration of the enduring spirit that he represents. Bruce Lee, born in 1940, though born in San Francisco, spent his childhood in Hong Kong. Later, he moved back to the US and came to Oakland, where he opened a martial arts school. Here, he taught not just martial arts, but also helped bridge Eastern and Western cultures through his unique martial art. 在拳道, Bruce Lee showed the world that martial arts is not only physical training, but also a philosophy. He believed in breaking boundaries, and embracing innovation. As he famously said, Darren, what do you say? Be water, my friend. Though he eventually moved to Los Angeles and pursued a career in film, his years in Oakland left a profound impact on our community. He broke down racial barriers, becoming a cultural bridge. His spirit has inspired countless people, including myself, my family. I remember the day he died, the world stopped. That day in July, as this 10-year-old kid, it brought back a lot of pain and memories. But today, it's a celebration. Today, by naming this street Bruce Lee Way, Li Xiaolong Da Dao, we are not only honoring his contribution to martial arts and films, but also celebrating ideals and values he stood for. Bruce Lee taught us to break through barriers and to pursue our dreams. Let this street be a symbol of that spirit as we continue to move forward. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Now please help me welcome to the stage President of the Oakland Port Commission, Michael Cobruno.
Thank you, Michael. I want to thank Councilmember Kaplan one more time, because we have a daughter of Oakland who is celebrating joy nationwide, and this is joy. Look at the spirit that's here celebrating Bruce Lee today, and I just love it. I also want to just point out, a lot of people are walking around with this book, Remembering the Master, and Greg Lee's here, who's one of the authors of this book as well. And there's a lot of stuff in this. There's a couple things I want to share why this site is important to all of us today. I mean, number one is in this book, it says there's no Bruce Lee without Jimmy Lee. And Jimmy Lee was his business partner and was kind of the person behind the scenes. And I just want to do a quick little pitch. It was mentioned that I'm the local historian, but on Saturday at 10 o'clock, we're going to visit Jimmy Lee's grave at Mountain View Cemetery. We have our first sports tour of all the great sports figures in Oakland, and the Jimmy Lee and Bruce Lee tradition is unique to Oakland and is going to be celebrated that day. The story I want to share from here, why this site and this time is so important, is there was one of the most famous fights in martial arts that a lot of you probably know, is the fight between Bruce Lee and Wang Jiakman. And so much came out of that fight. It was a fight that allegedly lasted 25 minutes and was caused by the fact that Wang Jiakman was upset that Bruce Lee was teaching white students. And the bet in this fight was that if Wang Jiakman won, Bruce Lee would have to stop teaching white students, and if Bruce Lee won, then Wang Jiakman would have to stop teaching. And let's just put it this way: Bruce Lee kicked his ass. It took 25 minutes. He chased Wang Jiakman down the street because he was scared. They tried to stop the fight, but Jimmy Lee made sure that the fight continued. And what came out of that was the martial arts that we know, because Bruce Lee took a pretty good battering, according to this book. And so he incorporated new things into his technique, like savate, which is the French form of foot fighting. He incorporated the intercepting fist came out of it, as well as dance moves. And so the Bruce Lee martial arts that we know today came out of this beautiful partnership between the two of them. And a lot of that happened right here on this site. So I want to honor the place and the time that all of this happened.
ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the stage now, please help me welcome from the Make It Bay Collective, Grace Porras, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Hi, Shane. Hi, everyone. So amazing to be here right now, and I have a directive from W. Kamau Bell to not mess this up. Good morning, everyone in Oakland. Thank you for being here. I was introduced, I'm Grace Porras. I'm with Make It Bay and the East Bay Film Collective, and we're an initiative, thank you. We're an initiative that works to uplift Oakland's cultural economy by attracting productions and encouraging media sector growth to the city. And I'm honored to be here today to celebrate the extraordinary legacy of a true icon, Bruce Lee. As we stand here in Oakland, a city that thrives on diversity, creativity, and resilience, we honor a man whose impact transcends boundaries and inspires generations like mine. Bruce Lee challenged norms, breaking barriers in both the martial arts world and Hollywood. At a time when Asian representation was scarce and often stereotypical, he shattered the glass ceiling, paving the way for future generations of actors and filmmakers. He was a man who fought not just with his fists, but with his ideals. Here in Oakland, we embrace the values that Bruce Lee embodied. Hard work, determination, and a commitment to justice. His famous quote, "Be water, my friend," as many have said already, reminds us of the important resilience in the face of adversity. Just as water takes the shape of its container, we too must adapt to our surroundings, remain fluid in our approaches, and persist in our goals. As we unveil this street name today, we acknowledge the powerful influence Bruce Lee had on martial arts, cinema, and culture. This street will serve as a constant reminder of a place where future generations can learn about courage, creativity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Let us also remember that Bruce Lee's journey was one of constant learning and growth. He believed in the importance of education and self-improvement. His legacy encourages us to strive for our own greatness, to uplift each other, and to build a community where everyone can thrive. Let us be inspired to break through our own barriers and to champion the ideals of unity, respect, and perseverance that he exemplified. I'd like to leave you with a few words from an esteemed community member, W. Kamau Bell, and also a fanatic. He said, "It only makes sense that someone as legendary and trailblazing as Bruce Lee would have spent time honing his craft in Oakland, a city whose history is swimming in revolutionaries and culture makers who changed the world." And following in that grand tradition, Bruce was not only a martial artist, but also an anti-racist. Oakland has been long overdue in doing something to remind folks that Bruce walked these streets, so it is fitting that one of the streets will be named after him. And I apologize in advance to all the neighbors who will soon see W. Kamau Bell posing by the sign, taking lots of selfies. Thank you, Oakland. Thank you, Councilmember Kaplan. And thank you to Bruce Lee's family for continuing and promoting the legacy of Bruce Lee.
All right, everybody. Now, please help me welcome to the stage. Everybody, please have a big round of applause for the son of James Lee. Here, Greg Lee, everybody.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I think it's appropriate that the name of the street is going to be called Bruce Lee Way. Not Bruce Lee Street or Bruce Lee Boulevard, but Way. And what is the way? Tao. The Tao means way. It's appropriate. Right next to the corner of Broadway. So from a Broadway, we become the Bruce Lee Way. It's true that school used to be here in this parking lot, a wooden structure, approximately 500 square feet, and that is where the fight with Wang Jockman and Bruce did occur. I think it probably lasted about 2 to 3 minutes, not 25 minutes. 25 minutes is a long time. But it's an honor for us to respect Bruce and James. All they really wanted to do was train and share with people. They weren't doing it for any other reason than that was the right thing to do. And they were the original Lee brothers. Before the Smash Brothers were the Lee brothers. God bless you, Warriors, but they were before the Smash Brothers. So thank you very much. And we were trying to find pictures of the original school, but it was kind of hard to find. If anybody does have a picture of the original school, let us know. And keep in touch. I'll be having a website in the future for DJKD. So we're building it now. It's going to probably take about 6 months. And we want to honor all Bruce's students, first generation students from Seattle, Oakland, LA, and with Ted Wong also. So God bless everybody. And as they say, Hun Hao, very good.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you for bringing this sign. Thank you for bringing the sign. No, you get to keep the sign. Thank you. And so now I have the distinct honor to welcome to the stage Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee.
Thank you so much. Before you sit down, let me just thank you here, side by side, for all of your efforts, everything that you've done to make this happen. Thank you for seeing it through, for picking up the ball that was passed to you. It's very, very meaningful to our family. So thank you so, so much. Hi, what a great gathering. Hi, everyone. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah. You know, everybody has said so many wonderful things that I don't need to repeat. But yes, to all of it, such beautiful comments, such beautiful reflections of my father, of Oakland, of his relationship with this city. And let me tell you what's great about Oakland and Bruce Lee, is that here in Oakland, he found peers. He found peers who were open-minded, who were on the same track as him, who were interested in experimentation, who were interested in change, who were interested in inclusivity, who were interested in, you know, opening up their experience. And that is what Oakland is about even today, and that is what drew him here. The love of his friendship with James, and the opportunity to teach even more people. But Oakland was chosen because Oakland was where his peers were and where that open mind was. And so that's why we celebrate it. And let me tell you something, my dad liked to celebrate. So somebody asked me, what do you think he would think of this? I think he would be thrilled. Don't you think, Mom? He would be like, let's unveil that sign. Let's do it. So thank you. I mean, look at that. I'm so touched by how many people are here. So many dear friends, family, obviously, and supporters and fans. I'm so grateful to see all of you here today. So many of you that I've run into over the years. Thank you for showing up. And I just want to say we should definitely, this is such a momentous occasion for celebration, and my father would be thrilled. And you were absolutely right. Bruce Lee Way, when I heard that the street was Way, I was like, they know what they're doing in Oakland. So thank you everyone. We are so excited to be celebrating with everyone. Oakland is a beautiful, special place in our hearts. As you know, my brother was born here. Jeet Kune Do, the beginning of my father's art, started here. His film career actually started here because he was living here when that happened. And so Oakland is a very significant place to us, to our family, and to Bruce Lee, and now to everyone in the city. So thank you so much love and respect for everyone who made this happen. We are so, so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an amazing gathering. Thank you for being here. Yes, we stuck a cold drink onto your seat while you were speaking. And thank you everyone for dealing with the heat and the sun and being here for this momentous occasion, this celebration. And also, by the way, a big shout out and thank you to all the City of Oakland staff, both Department of Transportation, Department of Public Works, who keep our streets functioning and made and put up the sign that we're about to unveil. Big appreciation to the whole team. And as we prepare, so I'm going to ask you all to join me at the corner. We're going to pull the string and unveil the sign, which is on the corner. Yes, that's right. Keep your card. All right, you want to come? But actually, you know what? Here, let's make it. Come. And so today, we are so proud and honored to rename this street Bruce Lee Way.
For this moment. You go say hi? You've been warm, right? How are you? I'll be back at my desk in about 45 minutes.
Okay, we'll go ahead and send the lineup because we had a few additional.